back for another vlog, and today we're gonna visit one of my older friends' garage here in Bangkok. His nickname is Todd, and he's running a company called PMC Motorsport. This place, I used to come here almost every year and just have a look what kind of car he's working with, because this place he never failed to amaze me about the car and what work he's doing. So it's always interesting for motorsport nerds like me. So we will have a walk around in his garage, and I will show around a bit. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here, I think, today, unless he will come in a little bit later, because he's have a family reunion. But I know he's let me do this vlog, so he's a really cool guy though. Okay, let's have a look what kind of stuff we do. This kind of car is really rare in Sweden. What I know, I think it's only a handful of them in Sweden, but here in Asia you can find them a lot. I'm not actually sure if this is a pure Type R. It might actually be there, but sometimes they take regular FN2 and rebuild it to Type R specs, so to say. But this might actually be a pure. I will not down talk anyone. So as for now, it's Type R Civic, and I actually was lucky enough to hear when they started the car and drove it around. They changed the parking space for it, and the sound in this car are so amazing, you know. And you can see the Brem brakes here. We can actually go and have a look in inside one room there they used to restore engines. Yeah, here we have on Nissan SR20 DT, and that or made a complete overhaul of. So it's more or less a new engine. Unfortunately, they have wrapped it in plastic, so we can't really see the detail. But I've been following his Facebook page, and I think if you go to that, you can see the work that has been done on this engine. And over here we have a top from a K20, also went through a overhaul for restoration in this one. Yeah, you can see here. It's like very clean. So not sure which car this will go into. It might actually be his own new DC5 he bought a few months back. I will show it because it's standing outside here. Just the chassis of it. We make a total restoration of that one, so we will go and have a look. But yeah, let's head on and we can see other cars. Over here you can see Honda Integra DC2. That's a car I was very close to buy one time in life. Instead I bought a DC5 because the seller that had the DC2, I'm not sure he actually wanted to sell it, so both Integras, as you know, have started to rise in price, so you can have a look at the brakes. And it's a very clean engine bay in this one. Almost look like a new car. open up a little bit and check inside. We can have a look at this one also since we're here. I'm sure you won't mind. Right, when I met Todd a few years back, he had an DC5, but it was the pre-facelift model he had. I think it's released between 2001 and 2004, I believe, or 2000 and 2004. After that, it was like this one, the facelift model with a straight line of the headlights. Anyway, I met him in Biro Racing Circuit, and he was driving his DC5 there. But by then, I didn't know so much about the Integras and what kind of car it was. But it's a really amazing car. And when I saw he had bought a new one a few months back ago, I didn't expect him to make this big of an overhaul of the whole car, because now they're stripping everything down and fix it to it's gonna be like a brand new car, but upgraded for sure. I can't really think he will have it completely stock, but I don't expect any, how to say, massive tune in this one. I think it's gonna be still suitable for street and some track days and stuff like this, but it's not gonna be a pure race car or drag machine. So, but we can see how it's looking anyway, because I'm very impressed of what kind of work they're doing. So it's more or less like completely overhaul of the whole chassis here. And I believe inside the other room we had a look at is the engine to this one, the K20A, and it's produced 220 at the crank approximately. I think K20 engine is more or less the same across the board. It's a little bit different, just some minor changes. In the DC5 they gain, I think, the extra 20 horsepower with another cams and maybe another tune, and I think they had another head doors, not had how to say, intake that allow more airflow, so that's why they have a little bit more power. It's amazing work to do. Here you can see. Gearbox, I mean, everything looks like new, you know. And here is the bottom. I know Todd is competing, so he's a lot of merits, as you can see. This is one of his competition car, and last time I saw it, it was a D15 engine in this one. So it's, unless he has swapped it, but it was not a B engine or K engine. There's many Civic that you can see here in Thailand and stuff. But he's regulated by his class, of course, so that's why I think he's bound to D15 engine. But everything here is completely rebuilt in this one, so pure race car. Okay. Out here we have a Supra. Customer car. They start to go up in price a lot. 2 years back, I think, 3 years back, they was crazy expensive anyway in Sweden and the rest of the world. But in Sweden, after that they kind of dropped the price a little bit. So I think now you can actually find a pretty affordable Supra in Sweden. So I think if someone will buy a Supra, I think now is the time, because they will not, I think, be cheaper anyway. But they had like a peak 3 years back, I think. And serious brakes in this one. Wow.
ฝุ่นเยอะไม่ได้นั้นเลยไม่ได้เป่าเท่าไหร่เดี๋ยวให้น้องเป่าให้แล้วเป่าห้องเครื่องหน่อยดิ
Oh shit, man. This was serious. Well, this would be a dream car to have. Jesus. You see this kind of setup in Thailand everywhere. You have like the turbo, and it's more or less completely open, just a metallic grid to take the biggest dust away, to go inside the turbo and the engine bay. But they don't have like a real cover on it. I'm not really sure if I agree with that setup. I can understand that it look good and maybe sound more cool, and but I don't think you will gain that much of advantage from it, because you get so much shit inside the car instead. But it look very nice though. Oh, this was serious spec machine, Jesus. Can have a look inside also. R34 is as not only for me, but as so many people believe, one of the dream cars to have. They're just kind of super expensive now. Price performance, I believe you can find better stock anyway from factory. Still looking good. They have the right body kits on it anyway, so we have some regular car here, so we'll not walk around them. And here we have I'm not sure what this is, but we have another DC2 Integra going through a complete chassis overhaul. as the DC5. Not sure if it's his car or his customer car. Also one of my dream car, DC2 Integra Type R. Okay, I think this was all for today, and this walk around in PMC Motorsport. And as you can see, it's always some kind of cool cars coming in here. So if you are into motorsport, you will always enjoy coming here. So riding. Not sure what to say. I think we'll just wrap it up from here, and then we will crack on with the day. I have some coffee education here now today, so that's my plan too. So if some of you didn't know, I'm also into coffee, and also car and coffee, that's my thing. Okay, hope you enjoyed this walk around and vlog, so we will see you next time.